about Catch through a Facebook group of other therapists. And at that point, I had been working as an independent contractor probably for about 2 years. And I quickly realized that I did not have a handle on my, personal finances. And I kept thinking to myself, I just wish something existed that could take a percentage of every deposit that I got into my bank account and put it in these separate categories.
I was looking for literally a service that would automatically move my tax savings for me whenever a deposit came. Catch makes it really easy. Everything is automatic. So when I get a deposit, it tells me it comes in. I just press a button and it automatically takes 25% of my deposit and sets it aside. It's really easy, and then quarterlies come around, I pay from there.
I've never been good with money, especially as a creative person. I don't like to think about that stuff. I saw the Catch app come up. I thought it was genius. So just the idea of having the same kind of feeling as when I had a regular job where they took out my taxes and you'd get that tax return at the end of the year, I instantly knew like, oh, this app, I could put away this X amount percentage. Kind of a good feeling to go into the app and see how much I've set aside for the taxes. It's just frees that side of my brain up where I don't have to worry about it.
It's kind of funny, I've never really been good at saving money my whole life until I got Catch. When I was trying to save the traditional way of just in a bank account or whatever, it just didn't go well. And I needed a system that would kind of work a little better for me. And instead of having to go through and say, okay, I'm gonna take this money and set it aside, with Catch, they just take percentages out of all my deposits and all my paychecks. So they're able to just divide it up and put it into the accounts where it needs to go. And I almost forget it's even there most of the time because it's just automatically done for me. Like, let's say I would want to go on vacation and I would kind of panic, like, how am I gonna save this money up to go on vacation? I'm never gonna be able to afford to save $2,000, $3,000 to go away. But now when I want to do it, I have my accounts from Catch. I think for this line of work, it's the perfect way to save money.
Before I found Catch, I straight up just didn't have any kind of like vacation time off. Having that kind of just consistently put aside has been something that I've really enjoyed. The main thing I use Catch for, and the thing that drew me to it like from day one, was the tax savings. Because I've tried like numerous different ways of keeping it separate and stuff. I mean, just always stressed me out. It's reduced the amount of administration things you have to do as a freelancer, which is just nice. Counting is the bane of my existence, but it's also like something that has to be done. And for Catch to kind of take care of that, pretty fantastic.
I like the idea that it just kind of does the work for me. I already put in the percentages that I want, and it just disperses it where it needs to go. It makes my life easier.
Watching, that account go up, and it feels really good to know that I have the money saved and, I earn that money. It just totally transformed the way I operated from a financial standpoint.